What's going on, squad? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money on the Internet podcast. It's your boy, Brian Markin. In today's episode, I'm joined by my amazing clients inside of the 10K Mastermind, and I'm excited to announce something to you guys, all right? You guys might have already seen this in the group. We're doing a boom challenge, all right? So all you got to do to win the boom challenge is just celebrate your fucking wins. That's it. Just hashtag boom. Every time you guys get a financial win, hashtag boom, post it in the group. Boom, just sold a 2K PIF. Boom, I'm fucking crushing it. Boom. I just want to hear you guys' booms, all right? And the person that celebrates the most wins and the person that encourages other members, because we're a community, so I want to see you guys hyping each other up. So if I see somebody that's celebrating wins and also hyping other people up, I'm going to give you $1,000 cash and we're making like a custom boom trophy. So it's literally just going to say hashtag boom and we're going to send you a trophy. So you're going to be like the boom king or the boom queen. We're going to do this once a year. So like you're going to be the fucking boom king of 2025 or the boom queen. All right. We're not sexist. It's going to be boom king or boom queen. One of the two. I digress. Let's get into it. What's up, Dana?
Hey, how are you doing?
Best day of my life. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How's the baby?
She's good. She's really good. She's really happy. She's starting to get into like a regular sleep routine right now. So life is good. We're doing good.
Already?
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
We're lucky as fuck. Last week it's been super consistent.
That's amazing. I'm happy for you guys. So my question is kind of with, building our Black Friday offers, right? I feel like my main offer, I don't want to discount anymore, but I know that when I post, because with my paid in fulls, it's already going to be a percentage off of what it would be if, you take my month-to-month rate and you multiply it over the 6 to 12 month term. I feel like the discount that it already has, I don't want to go lower than that. But I know that if I advertise it as that discount, I'm going to get questions from people who've recently paid in full. I had a pay in full this last weekend. And then a week ago, I had 2 paid in fulls. So I'm wondering how to navigate like those conversations. If I have people who recently signed up being like, hey, you're offering more off. What would you recommend for one, advertising the percentage off, and then navigating those conversations with people who you recently closed?
Two things. One is whenever you guys are doing discounts off of any offer, so Black Friday offers, like if you're going to do 25% off as an example, you're paid in full, the discount will always apply to the monthly times 6 months times 0.25. So like you're already doing a discount, right? Like when you're doing your paid in full, you just don't advertise the discount. So your discount right now might be like 15% or whatever. And so if they were to do the Black Friday deal, it would be 25%. If you get any clients that end up coming to you that are like, dude, what the fuck? Like I just paid in full, blah, blah, blah. If that's the case, like I obviously don't want to piss off my client. So what I would do is I'd be like, oh, I totally get it. Like, just so you know, like you actually got a 15% discount when you did the paid in full. The Black Friday deal is 25% discount. So what I'll do for you is I'll just give you an extra 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it would equal out to. Like I'll give you an extra month for free. Like I got you. That's how you navigate that conversation, is like, you would just tell them like, you already did get a pretty cool discount. So when you paid in full, you actually did save 20%. This is 25%. So it is an extra 5%, but I obviously care about you a lot. So why don't I give you an extra 2 weeks for free? That's on the house.
Okay, got it. And say, for example, because right now the discount's 15%.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, I don't want to sell too much at 25 because I feel like that's too low.
Agreed. You should tell people that. Now, there's 2 different options for Black Friday. Okay. And I'm going to tell you guys these options. And I'm also going to let you know that like, there's not one option that's better than the other. And I have clients that do both. So I'll give you an example. You can do discounts off Black Friday, which is what I'm doing, and what I recommend, it's the easiest to set up. Another option that you guys can do is you can do bonuses for people that sign up for 6 months. So like as an example, if you sign up for 6 months, you get 6 weeks free. If you sign up for 12 months, you get 8 weeks free. If you sign up for 6 months, you get 4 weeks free. You sign up for 12 months, you get 8 weeks free. So you can add on bonuses. You could also do like a giveaway. So for the month of XYZ, anybody that signs up for coaching program is going to get 50% off, which is your regular discount off of paid in fulls. And then they also get entered to win an Apple Watch or something like that. So it can be a discount or it can be a bonus,
Okay. I like that because I have some old jerseys that I have not like posted on sale that were for my brand. So I'm like thinking that could be a good like bonus, or if those are out, give them the extra weeks. Cause yeah, I feel like with my PIF package discounted already, like I don't want to go lower because right now it's 1,800 for 6 months, bi-weekly check-ins. And I'm like, I don't want to go lower than that. I really don't. So I think that adding the extra few weeks would be much better, or having the bonus add-on until those are out.
Cool. Love that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thanks for being my client. Have the best day ever. Mr. Elliot Allen. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Brian?
Good. You got my response in the group, right? Just double checking.
I did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I bring you more info if it's cool. If we
Oh,
could talk about that for a minute.
Of course.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that's my fucking. That's why I'm here, bro.
I mean, a couple wins real quick, dude. We're already up over 7K for the month, and I'm looking at definitely breaking 10K this month for sure. So we're super pumped about that. And then I think I'm around like 185,000 followers now. So we're creeping up on 200K between all three platforms. So content's still popping. That's still working good.
Great.
So I mean, there's not too many questions I have there. It's just this partnership deal. Like, so I went to him. I brought the exact same issues that I had with him already having a partner and stuff, and he already knew I was going to bring up that particular thing. And he's actually, like, his offer was basically to partner up in a way so that he could also pay the difference of my overhead and stuff, so that I could quit my job and do this full time with everybody. But I told him at the same time, like, that sounds sweet, but it's not sweet enough to give up part of my business, let alone like 2/3 to two other guys. So he talked about doing obviously a partnership deal, but like they clearly keep a majority of their profits. I clearly keep a majority of my profits. It's just trying to figure out on the back end kind of how to like blend all that together so it makes sense, because there's basically one particular spot where the coaching would overlap, and that's the recruitment stuff. So we start the kids out in fitness, all that stuff, make sure they're training correctly, eating correctly, and then they can transition into kind of like the 10K for you. It's the Recruit Academy for us.
Yeah.
And then he would take that over, but they would still be paying a monthly. The monthly would go up, but he would take that over. So that's where it would kind of blend over. And so I was going to see if you had any ideas before I chat with him again on that.
Yeah, it's like this is again, I have to say this because I'm a business coach. I'm still advocating against this. I just want to fucking make that apparent, because I just need you to know, like, I'm going to advocate against it. I'm going to give you the advice that you're looking for because you're my client, you're asking. It's hard because you guys are obviously both going to be involved in the coaching process, but if he's going to be taking over the lead, it, like, the way that's kind of like a referral system, if that makes sense. So with referrals for us, as an example, like, we're partnered with Clean Health. If they send us a client, then we send them 25% of the revenue. So like that becomes like a referral partnership in that case, where it's like, I'll send you a client, and then if that client signs up, then, I get 25% of that revenue. That's kind of what that looks like on the back end. If you're going to be passing a client to him, you're basically referring a client to him, and then you would be getting a referral percentage on that instance because you're not doing any of the coaching.
Yeah, I got you. It would actually they would stay my client as well. Like, I would still coach them through. So see it as like a freshman in high school. They still need the training, the nutrition, and all that. We would co-coach them. So they'd be on co-coaching calls with me once a week, and then coaching calls with him once a week. So kind of like blend the two. My thought was just to, at that point, figure out the monthly rate and split that down the middle and work it out something like that, because we'd both still be coaching.
Yeah.
Until they get up to the age. That's the idea I was going to give to them.
That makes
as far
sense.
as that goes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Cool. That's all the question I had, dude.
I'm sorry to be devil's advocate. I'm just like,
no, you're good. It helps me. That's what I need. It helps me for sure. And I know this isn't something you guys coach on normally. It's out of context or whatever, but it gives me good ideas to approach him with, because I do want to work with him. Super genuine dude. I just want to make sure I stay safe and I keep my business.
One thing I will say, and this is something I'm fucking absolutely certain on, regardless of if you do this deal or not, is you need to have some sort of clause in place where, like, if you guys are going to sign an agreement, the first 90 days, at any moment, either party can terminate the contract. Has to happen.
For any reason.
Because it's like, you could get 45 days in and realize this guy is like, doesn't have good intentions, or isn't a good coach, or whatever, and when I get into business with people, bro, like, I'm very, very, very cautious with who I get into business with. And I'm very cautious with who I send my clients to. And I've been burned many, 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 many times by sending my clients to the wrong person. So just like, you got to protect yourself going into stuff like this. If you're going to do it, just make sure you're going in protected.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's why I'm asking you, because I'm the type of person that sees the good in fucking everybody.
So am I. And then I got fucked. You get fucked a couple of times, and then you kind of learn your lesson.
Right. All right, dog. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Riley. Thanks for being my client. Talk to you soon, brother.
Later.
Peace. Coach Danny, what's up, Coach Danny?
What's going on, mate?
How you doing? Tell me some wins.
I got a win. What are we? 12 days into the month, and I'm at about just under 10K. Wow. So definitely a good month, mate. We're kicking goals.
Wow, we love that. Fuck yeah, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, mate. It's fucking awesome. So really, really good. On that, this is a bit of a question for you, because I'm in two paths now after that MDM Podchats we had. My boosted reel is doing really good. Obviously, I've sold, so I've spent $400 on it. I'll give you the numbers. Spent $400 and I've made 8K off it, nearly, off one of them. The reel I had before, I spent $450 and I made about 8.5 off that. So my question is, there was nothing wrong with the old one. I just wanted to try something else. And I was like, okay, I got two that work. Am I better off putting more money into my current one? Or if I've got two reels that do pretty well, am I better off having two bits of, I don't know what you would call it, content or material, and have them both pushed out and split the investment there?
If they've both worked, do both.
Yeah, they both work. Yeah.
Yeah, if they both work, then I would do both. Like I've got a client right now in VIP. His name's Mark, and he was just testing out a bunch of different reels to see which ones brought in followers. Blah blah blah. He found 3 of them that worked, and my advice was just run all 3. Why would you not? Because the thing with like boosting reels is sometimes you get above a certain spend, and this happened to one of my clients in the MDM. Her name was Mandy, where she got a reel that was like it was like 31 cents per follower, and it was ideal clients. And I was like, oh, spend more money on that reel. So she's like 1.5x the spend, and then it went up to like $1.50 a follower. So sometimes as you try to scale one of the reels, like the cost per lead will go up for no other reason than Meta wants to spend your money. So if you have 2 that work, run both of them.
Okay. That was my question, mate.
Cool.
Awesome. And I tried that check-in thing with the audios, and that seems to work too. To cut it down, I cut off 2 hours, so that was good.
Hey, we like that, bro. We're saving time so we can make more money. We love that.
You're a legend, mate. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you, coach.
Appreciate you, bro. Talk to you soon. Bye, Daniel. Hey, Mr. fucking champion. What's up, big dog? Nerman, knocking people out, making lots of money. We like that. What's up, bro? Nerman.
Hold on. I'm up.
What's up, G?
What's up, man? You good?
Congratulations on winning your fight, bro. I watched the reel. It was dope.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. There's a good feeling. There's a really good feeling.
Yeah, it looked bro, you look like one of those fighters I wouldn't want to fuck with. Like, you know, when you watch UFC and you're like, oh, that guy wrestled a bear. Like, that's what you looked like in your fight. I was like, I would not want to stand across from this fucking dude and fight this dude. Like, you look like you've been fighting since you were fucking 2 years old.
Well, kind of, 7. So
it's crazy.
No, but it was good. I was actually considering like quitting. I actually had that talk with Kenny. I worked with Kenny for a long time, and I had some injuries that I didn't know if I was going to like be able to continue with. So I was like, ah, shit, man, I think we have to call it. But my manager called and he was like, yo, I got this fight for you. I was like, okay, let's do it.
I love it, bro.
But yeah, man, some wins. It's been going good. I think in the last month, I've closed like 15 clients. Really, really started to pick things up and booking. Like I think I got like 2 calls a day, 2 or 3 calls a day booked. So yeah, man, I'm like, it's happening, This is for sure at least going to be a 10K month again. So I'm picking up.
Nice.
Now, my question is like in regards of pricing. So I've been looking at it. So this month I'm at like, I think my closing rate is like 37%.
Yep.
Last month was about 30. Like I've had higher. I've been at as high as like 50, 60. But now that I'm booking more calls, I guess that's okay. I don't know what to make of that really.
Yeah. So when you book more calls, your closing rate will naturally tend to go down because essentially what you're doing is you're having conversations with colder prospects, Whereas like if you're not like heavily like lead genning and trying to actively book calls, then the people that you end up getting on sales calls with are people that are inbound DMs or applications or whatever. And so those calls tend to have higher intent. That being said, the people that are booking sales calls with you that might not have high intent, we can solve that intent problem with a VSL in the DMs. And Alex told me that he was dropping a VSL training in the 10K Mastermind. Has he done that yet? Or is that this month?
I'm not sure. Does anyone know?
Does anybody know if Alex did a fucking VSL training in the Mastermind? He told me that he was going to do it. That's the only reason I haven't uploaded it. One sec. Yo, did you drop that VSL training in the 10K Mastermind yet? I'm just on Podchats right now. I'm just running through the students. So a VSL will solve that problem. So essentially what a video sales letter is, Nerman, is it's like a way to warm prospects up in the DMs. You're going to send a 10 to 15 minute video that kind of like walks through like what you do and how many clients you've helped. And that will serve as like a way to get them warm before the call. Okay. So yeah, it's natural that the closing percentage will dip a little bit just because you're speaking to colder traffic.
Okay. Yeah. I was kind of freaking out. I was like, fuck, I'm booking calls, but I'm not closing like I used to, but all right, you calm me down a little bit.
Yeah.
But my question now is like, here's the thing. I think my offer is too low. Like the pricing is too low and I'm considering raising my price. And I want to see what you think about that because like, do you want the numbers?
Yep.
Yeah. So 300 per month I know it's too low.
Yep. Yeah.
Where do I go from there?
How long have you been at 300 a month?
Shit. What can it be since like May?
Yeah. So like, I'm a big believer in just incrementally increasing the price over time. Here's the thing though, is like another thing that I'm like bullish on is like, I don't really like increasing my prices, Nerman, until I get over 40% close rate. Like if I'm closing over 40% of my calls, then the market is telling me that my product is worth more than I'm charging for it. So at 37%, the market's telling me that like that's right where it is. Now, this is a combination of two things. Number one, I think a VSL in the DMs will absolutely help. But number two, I think this is an opportunity for you to like start practicing your sales calls. Because if you want to close at a higher percentage, or if you want to close higher tickets, then you're going to have to be more confident on sales calls. So
Yeah.
if I were you, this would be my plan of action. Number one is get a VSL done. I just messaged Alex, so if it's not in the group, it will be soon. Number two, something that you can do in the meantime right now is like book a role play every day, 5 days a week for the next month, and just practice your sales calls and get your closing percentage over 40. As soon as you can get your closing percentage over 40 with the current offer that you have and the audience that you're speaking to, knowing that they're going to be colder, then I would increase your prices.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I kind of go by feeling. Yesterday I closed a 12-month contract for 400 USD per month. So I play around with it. I have some at 400, some at 350, but I kind of fall back to like 300 per month. That's like the base.
Yeah. If that's the case, then like I would just confidently sell it at the like what you think you're worth, and then practice getting good until you can sell it at that every time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I have 2 more calls booked after this tonight, so I'll see what I'll do. I'll see what I say. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Just decide. What are you worth?
Fuck it. Yeah, exactly. I will. All right, man. That was it. Thank you.
Bro, congratulations. I love watching that fight recap was fucking sick. I was like, I know that fucking guy. That's dope.
Yeah, I need to make a lot of content because that is fucking for my niche. That is like social proof. That's
100%. They see you fighting and they're like, oh shit, this guy actually knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of it.
Hell yeah, bro. Looks great. Keep it up.
All right, man. See you, man. Bye.
Peace. What's up, Carter?
Yes, sir.
Carter
How
and
you doing?
B, how you guys doing?
Rocking, man. How are you?
Amazing. Tell me some wins.
Oh man, we just you know what? We've been just going crazy on content, and we think hopefully we're getting better with it. And I got a couple calls tonight, got a couple more calls tomorrow. Lots and lots of prospects. We got to get through the sales training.
Yep.
Do a better job at closing out, I think.
Yep. How's that? So like you guys how many sales calls have we booked so far this month?
I don't know an exact number, but I'd say that I'll speak to maybe like 10, 12 people this month.
10, 12 people this month so far. That's good. 10 sales calls.
Not so far, but probably throughout the month.
Like
B&Os were like pretty fresh, and I had a decent number of people on. A lot of these people that I'm following up that are my friends, so I'm having a little bit more of a difficult time running through a hard sales script on them. These are people that I don't normally talk to that way, who are like my boys or whatever. So if they're like, yeah, man, I don't really know about money. How are you going to feel, best buddy, in 6 months' time if you are looking the same way? You know what I'm saying? So it feels inauthentic. And so I'm having a little bit of a hard time maneuvering through just having those conversations with those guys. But we feel good about the direction, and I know we're going to hit that sales training and bump it up.
Yeah. So what would you guys say is the biggest struggle that you guys have right now?
I would say the biggest struggle right now, like with regards to sales or anything in general.
Well, anything in general, because I want to help you guys make money. Like, what do you think is preventing you from making money?
Couple things, I think. One, we're going through the content as hard as we can, trying to get as much out there. But I think maybe having somebody just sort of take a look and let us know if we're headed in the right direction, like a little bit of an audit would be really great at some point in time. We could set that up another time or something, or you tell me where to go and how to make that happen, and I will. And I think just when we're shooting content, we're having a little bit difficult time bouncing back and forth. Is this a good hook? Is this the way to go? How do we implement this? And all of the different strategies. We've tried different sales scripts and stuff like that. It just gets a little convoluted, and we get locked down in the minutia of all of it, and not just like straight and direct.
So is that for content specifically, or is that for sales?
That's for content specifically.
Okay, because when you said you get lost in the sales script, I just want to make sure I'm understanding the right problem. So content is the main. So I'll pause on content for a second because I will help you with the content. In terms of like the DMs to sales calls, how's that going?
It's like I'm having great conversations with people. I had a conversation with this girl. I said, here's the price. It's $2,000 for 6 months. I'm going to send you an e-transfer request right now. Just because I said, I'll send you an e-transfer request right now. I'm going to build the back end here. I'm going to get you up on Trainerize. While I do that, you go ahead and make that payment or whatever. She's like, oh, I'm not going to do it right now, but don't worry, I will, kind of thing. And then a day goes by, 2 days go by, 3 days go by. We chat a little bit here and there. And then she's like, you know what? I'm too busy.
So
now.
2 things. So one, we've got the content. And then what about are you guys booking sales calls with the DMs? Or are you sending how much it costs over the DMs?
No, booking sales calls and then talking about the cost on the call.
Okay. And in terms of booking sales calls, how's that going? Like how many sales calls have we booked so far in November?
Haven't been doing a great job at committing time to specifically booking sales calls, to be honest with you. We are primarily, I'd say 95% of our time is spent on trying to create content at this point.
Okay, cool. So like that's why I want to kind of like I want to backtrack for one sec because like the ultimate goal is that you guys make money, right? So like content is kind of like the vehicle that we use to drive the eyeballs to the page. And then once people are on the page, it's like I would say that the way that people consume content on Instagram is they consume content, and then if they're interested, they'll interact. And then if they're really interested, they'll like open up a DM conversation with you, or you'll open up a DM conversation with them, and then they'll reply. So I think that I'm going to give you feedback on content, but I think we need to like, yeah, as a workflow for both of you, I think we need to design a workflow where we're like, okay, content is like the main thing. I think that needs to stay the main thing. But let's say it's taking up 95% of our energy. I think we need to take like it takes up 60% of our energy. Then as a team, we commit to doing fucking 30% of our energy in the DMs so that we can get these people that are interacting with our content in conversations that will lead to sales calls. And then the other percentage is spent, on sales calls and learning. Because we just need to go through like, because we're posting the content, now we're getting people on the page. Once we get people on the page, we need to get them onto the sales call. Once we get them onto the sales call, then we can close them. Does that make sense?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that workflow wise, I think after this call, you guys should like take a look at the workflow and be like, okay, like what time can we commit to, DMs? Here's how I would recommend doing it for you guys, because your content's really dialed in and niche. So like the people that you speak to are going to be, they're really likely to respond because your content's good. And you're only interacting with people that are on your page. And like you can start with something like really small, like 25 messages a day. But then in the morning, spend like 30 minutes. In the afternoon, spend 30 minutes. In the evening, spend 30 minutes. And you're just following the DM script and you're getting people to book in for a call. The ultimate outcome is that you guys are booking one call per day. We book one call per day every day for the rest of the month. We're going to be in a green light. And there's some days where you're going to book more than that, because some days you're going to do a CTA where you'll get 15 people reply and you'll book 3 calls in one day, or four calls in one day. So I think this is more of like, we just need to shift our focus and not have it like 95%. It needs to be 60%, and then 30% on DMs, and then the rest on getting on sales calls with these people that, we're having conversations with.
Yeah.
Is that helpful? Is that clear?
Awesome. Yeah.
All right. Now let's take a look at the Instagram page, because you guys are new. So like typically speaking, everybody knows the rules. They're like, how come he's doing all content on it? But like, I want to fucking give Carter some value, because Carter just joined. I want to make sure you're on the right fucking path. So let's see. It's Coach Carter Walls. What's up? We'll do a screen share. All right. So this is, let's go right here.
I'm an influencer. I'm a builder, and I'm building this.
This is a repost, right?
Basically.
Yep.
For men like us. As a former sports performance trainer, a professional athlete.
Music's too loud. You got to have the music on like 3. Like it's got to be really low, because unfortunately when you post on the app, it just it like blasts it.
NHL, UFC, and thousands of others. I'm back with a new methodology that helps men 35 to 55 get in the best shape of their lives.
This is a great fucking video still.
Get strong, walk proud, and feel great again. If that's you, DM the word reclaim. Let's get to.
Yeah, the music is just too loud in this video, but overall I like it a lot.
A lot of the men in your life are struggling and you don't even know it. I didn't. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Real Talk with Coach Carter. When I first started working online with men,
music's too loud, same thing.
And in their 40s, I thought it would kind of be this midlife comeback, abs and a convertible kind of thing. But it's been very humbling, because what I've discovered is that's not what it is at all. I've learned a lot of men are just hurting. They feel stuck, they feel isolated, they've lost confidence, they don't like what they see in the mirror, and they don't know where to start.
I think this video performs really well if you take off a lot of the edits, which is like contradicting to like most of the advice. But like, if you look at the stuff that I'm doing where I'm like, it's just really simple. I fought too hard for it's like, there's like no edits. There's like literally a caption up here, and then there's captions on here. And like when you're talking to the camera, like you have the potential to do. Carter, I think like if you're going to do like just a raw talking video, where it's just like you sitting down having a conversation, I think we should minimize the edits as much as possible. Does that make sense? So this just says Real Talk with Coach Carter, and it's like the music's super, super light, if at all. And it's just you in the car having a conversation, just adding captions. The good news for you guys is like those are like really easy to post, and they're like, they don't require a lot of time and energy.
Got it.
Dumbbell bench to start my chest day. I love dumbbell bench to start my chest day. Control the weight, full range.
So like in this video, we want to make it very clear who it's for. So like at the start of the video, I'd be like, men over 40 that want a big chest, men over 40 chest day. So it's like really specific with who it's for to start the video, because otherwise it's too broad.
Stop letting bad technique turn
This is a good example.
Stop letting bad technique turn back day into bicep day. Instead, here are 3 things you should do that will actually
Music's just got to go down a little bit.
target your lats.
Overall, we're on the right path.
Number 1, retract your scapula. You'll engage your lats before you even start moving. 2, lead with your elbows. Most guys are pulling with their biceps. Number 3, lock in the connection.
So I like this.
Stop letting bad technique turn back day into bicep day.
Yes. Nice.
Instead, here are 3 things you should do that will actually target your lats.
Nice. Good. I would cut this part out.
Number 1,
Right here. I would go right into this.
retract your scapula.
I would turn the music down.
You'll engage your lats before you even start moving.
I would say retract your scapula, and then you're in the motion. You're engage your lats before you even start moving. And then you're like just in the motion having that conversation, because I think we cut this part out.
2, lead with your elbows. Most guys are pulling with their biceps. Number
I would actually demonstrate. So like most guys are pulling with their biceps. Don't do that. Instead, lead with your elbows. So like I would just change the order in which I deliver that information.
Stop.
I'm trying to make it as condensed as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm being really meticulous, because these little details are the difference between something that goes viral and something that doesn't.
Got it.
I'm just going to go wait until I get to the actual point of the video. Retract your scapula. Yes, listening. Good. So here I'd be demonstrating what not to do right away. So don't do this.
Mm.
And then I would do this instead. Knocking the connection. Yeah, that's perfect. And 3, I would probably be demonstrating this while talking over it in the B-roll, because this back shot's fucking fire. That's great. Overall, I think you guys are on the right track. I think it's just tightening things up just a little bit. In regards to the like getting lost in the sauce and the minutia and the fucking just post, we talked about this on our first call. Until you guys are at 100 posts, I just want you to focus on getting content out there. Like get to 100 posts and then worry about like whether or not the quality is good. For now, the only job that you guys have is to post, and not to be too concerned about the quality. You just want to get the reps in, because the more reps that you do, the easier that this stuff's going to get.
Okay. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for taking the time, guys. Thank you for allowing him to take the time. Apparently I was supposed to do that. But our last question, I got a message from a guy today, Ragnar's editor.
Yes. Yep.
And he's like, yo, man, now's the time. Like, you're starting off, all your videos should be done, whatever. And that's where we're spending a ton of our time. Brit's spending so much of her time editing. Depending on cost and whatnot, is that worth it to free up more time to focus on sales and whatnot? Oh, Daniel, he messaged you as well. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking funny.
This guy like infiltrated our Zoom calls here. And
I don't know how the fuck he probably listens to the podcast. That's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, listen, if it's cost effective and we're talking like $15 to $25 a video, and it's going to save you guys hours of time, absolutely worth it. Because like you guys, like you are like a $20,000 a month company. And so anything that's like, a $5 to $10 to $15 an hour task is worth outsourcing, but only if it's good and he can make it match your videos. So I would send him, Brittany, some of the videos that you've edited specifically that are like really good, and then be like, okay, I'm going to give you all the raw footage. I want you to make a video as good as the one that I sent with this raw footage, and then just do it as a test project. And like, you can pay him $15 or $25 for the test project. And then if he does good, it's worth hiring.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for being my clients, guys. Let's go make some money this week. Spend some time in the DMs.
Got it.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thanks, bro.
Katie Smythe, what's up?
My win is I had like the biggest sales day ever yesterday. So that was really sick.
When you say the biggest sales, what does that mean?
$6,540
in one day.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah. 3 clients.
Wow. That's sick.
Yeah, it was really sick. I was really excited, but also so tired and people down after talking to 3 people back to back. I was like, I can barely celebrate this.
You're like, I'm rich and I don't even care.
Literally.
Yeah.
Gets to that point.
Yeah, that's tough.
I have a super engaged challenge going on right now. I ended up doing a 21-day challenge. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing that, but I did it anyway. And I charged $49, and I've had the most people ever sign up for a challenge, like way more than any free challenges. And everyone's super engaged. It's lovely.
I love that. That's super cool. I love that.
Yeah. So that's been really nice. So I'm hoping to convert a chunk of those people. I'm also doing a series on Instagram right now that is fucking hitting. I am getting so many messages from people
Cool.
being like, you are calling me out. Like, are you in my head right now? So that's really cool. And I think I have like 70 new followers or something too, just over the past 2 weeks
Wow.
from
I love
doing a
that.
series, I think. So if you guys aren't doing a series, I know I said this on Janelle's call too, do it because it's crazy.
That's so cool. I love that. That's a good series name too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it on the podcast because then people will steal it, but it's a good fucking series name. I like it.
Okay, so a couple questions for you. When I do let clients know about the Black Friday sale, like when do I do that?
Clients Black Friday sale. I would do it so there's two different ways to do it. One is you can actually start doing it like as a sneaky early kind of renewal sale. And I'll drop an example of this from the MDM. Ragnar's doing this right now in the MDM, and he's doing like a sneaky early renewal sale for his clients. I'll just copy and paste the post for the 10K so you guys get the sauce. But I would likely do it the Monday the Monday of the week of Black Friday is when I would do it.
So like the 20th or something?
Yeah, that would be when I would start. Announcing it. Yes.
Okay, and then I think I'm just gonna use like the DM script that Alex gave us.
Yep.
So I just like send that out in a DM. I'm
Mhm.
not going to put it in a group or anything like that because then I'm also wondering how I'm supposed to price it for each client because some of my clients got like they've been my clients for longer and so they got in at a cheaper rate before I upped my prices. So would I do that a little bit differently?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Whenever clients are re-signing for any sort of specials, you always want to give them discounts off of the current rate because, some clients might have signed up at like fucking $200 a month when you first started your business. And so if you do
That's
like,
exactly.
like 40% off and it's like, okay, so they get like, $120 a month. It's not possible. So what you do is you offer a discount off of your current rate. And let's say, Katie, that like you offer the discount, it's like 30% off or whatever. And then the client message you 30% off. So this is how I would communicate it. I would send them a message back and be like, hey, Katie, thanks so much for expressing interest. I'm super excited. Like, what's your number one goal if you extend? And then they're like, I want to da 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 da. I'm like, okay, perfect. So here's all the details. So our current rates right now are 2,600 for 6 months. So with a 40% discount, that would give it to you for 1,950. I'm just making up math in my head. I don't actually fucking know. I don't have a calculator. However, when you signed up, Katie, you actually got it at 1,200 for 6 months. Now, unfortunately, I can't do a 40% discount on 1,200 for 6 months because frankly, I put myself out of business. However, because you're my client and you're like super loyal, I'd love to get a grandfather your current rate. Even though we've had a price increase, I'd love to just give you your current rate, which is like the best deal that any of my clients have. So if you wanted to extend for another 6 months, I'd give it to you for 1,200. How does that sound?
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. So then you basically price anchor your current price. You let them know what the discount would be. You let them know that they have the best possible rate right now. You can't discount that or you put yourself out of business. But because they're a loyal client, what you're willing to do is you're willing to offer them extension at their current rate and you won't make them pay the increased prices when their offer expires.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's good. Okay, and then another question about boosted posts. I'm having a hell of a time figuring this out because I'm restricted.
What do you mean?
I don't know. That's the message that I get.
Like
I pissed Meta off somehow and I'm restricted and I can't, it doesn't work.
Hey, Meta's moody as fuck. Are you they're so moody.
Janelle tried to help me and she's like, no, you're blocked.
Yeah. Are you there's always ways around everything. I know that for certain. Are you Meta verified?
Is that like the check mark?
Yep.
No.
So if you get Meta verified, it will allow you to talk to a Meta support agent, which I don't know if you guys knew this, but yeah, if you have a blue check mark, basically it gives you like access to Meta support. Sometimes they're helpful, and sometimes the things that they say are super dumb. I digress. But at least it would give you a little bit more insight as to like why it would be restricted. That would be pathway number one that I would take.
Yeah.
Pathway number two that I would take would be trying to boost it through the back end, which would be a little bit more complex and not as fun, but fairly easy to run. Because if you have a Facebook page, Katie, then you can basically connect your Instagram account and then you can run ads from your Facebook page to your Instagram account and then it runs on Instagram. It's just a little bit more of a complex setup than it is on the boosted stuff. So pathway number one that I would take is I would take the get verified, talk to a Meta rep. All you do is get verified. You go into the help section. And then in the help section, it'll say, as a Meta verified person, you can chat with a support agent, chat with an agent, explain what's going on, and see if they can give you some more context and clarity on why that is.
Okay.
That would be step number one.
Okay. Do you think that it has anything to do with just like being under 1,000 followers? Because even like I can't do a live until I have 1,000 followers.
Maybe. But like it's so weird. That's maybe, but that's so weird. I've never heard of that before. So yeah, it's honestly could be fucking anything. Like I just created a new Instagram account for like my new AI DM setter that I'm building. And it's like your account's restricted and can't connect your Facebook page. And I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know. So it's like Meta's just moody sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's all I
Okay.
have. Thank you.
Thanks for being my client. Have the best day of your life. What's up, hello?
Hello.
What's going
How
on,
are
big
you?
dog? How you doing? Good. How are you?
Good.
Welcome.
Good. 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 This is my first time in the 10K, so that's my win.
Let's go.
And so now my question is, I keep attracting the wrong avatar or the wrong people, like people from countries that can't afford my program.
Okay.
So I would really appreciate it if I can have a quick content audit, understand what's happening in my profile.
So what's your Instagram?
Let me write it down.
So who's your ideal demographic?
So women over 40s trying to lose the midsection. Yeah, the career woman is trying to lose the weight.
Okay, career-driven women trying to lose the weight.
So what happened is I gained over 50,000 followers during Ramadan. So I attracted a lot of Islamic people. And then after this, I went viral again and attracted pregnant women. So it's all over the place, you know. And now the country is like most of my DMs, the people I'm talking to, they can't afford the program. So I don't know what's happening.
Okay, let's see. I see the issue. Okay, so Instagram, gram.com, hello.junior. All right, so bio's dialed in, which is good. Pin post are dialed in, which is good. And your career-driven women over 40 tightening their midsection and balancing their hormones. So like the PMS.
Problem. Your snacks are. This is the best snack that will help you lose your belly fat. This snack is not only high in protein, it's also high in magnesium because of the dark chocolates. So if you eat this during your period,
This is a great fucking video.
a lot of women stop caring about themselves after getting married and think it's normal. It's not normal to have a postpartum belly after 10 years. All this is happening because you're putting everyone first and yourself last. You can change that if you start small. Start changing your habits and start.
Great video.
If you have zero time for yourself, you have kids and you have a mom pouch, save this video and do this instead. Start with core activation. After activating the core, we're gonna start with the first exercise.
Text on screen for the first 3 seconds so I know what the video is about.
If you have
This video looks like you're a gym bro that's about to give me gym bro advice.
zero time for yourself,
So it's got to say like fucking women, you know, it's got to be super specific. Like if I use an example, my client Juan Six, like every fucking one of his videos, it's like how I help my Haitian client, Haitian parents, Haitians hate the way most Haitians, as a Haitian man, busy Haitian woman, Haitians, You see what I'm saying? And his content's super dialed in and super niche. And as a result, like when people come to his page, they know exactly what the video is about. And like another thing that's really important, like this video is good. This video is good. This is good because it tells people what the video is about immediately. But that's not the problem. The problem is that the ones that are going viral are, so I went to this one right here. Check this out. Food for pregnancy. So like when you do a video like this, of course you're going to attract pregnant women, you know? So you got like, you know what I mean? It's like food for it would be like if I did a video that was like how to go viral as a realtor, you know, people are going to follow me because I'm teaching them how to go viral as a realtor. So like
second.
So this would be food for women over 30 that want to, or food for women over 40 that want to lose fat, you know, that's what this stuff is.
So all the videos that I talk about pregnancy, I get like 500,000, 2 million views, all this kind of stuff. Like even like all my viral stuff when I speak about pregnant women.
Exactly. So that is a fucking valid. That's why we're attracting those people though, you know? So like what we need to do, Halal, is I get what you're saying. Like what you're saying makes complete sense to me. The problem though, is that when you do that, then the people that end up following you are only women. So we need to take those viral videos and we need to figure out how to do that format for our avatar, you know? And so like pregnancy is a very broad niche, you know? So like, here's the example. Women over 40, if you think about women as a whole, okay, let's think about women as an overall blanking statement. Women as a whole is an overall blanking statement. So like, if you think about pregnant women is equally as relatable as women as a whole, because every woman at some point in her life will have a friend that's pregnant, is pregnant, will have kids, had kids in the past. So it will resonate with a large demographic of people. If you think about how many women that there is over 40 on the internet, on social media, that's a smaller demographic of people. which is why, you know, the women over 40 content doesn't do as well because it's hyper niche. The problem is that when our awareness content is speaking to the wide demographic of pregnant people, then we're bringing the wide demographic of pregnant people to our page. And the people that are watching the other videos are pregnant women, you know? So like the pregnant women are watching the conversion content. So the goal with the awareness content law is to appeal to a wide demographic of people, and like equally as wide, which would be women. So like if you did this video that's like weight loss food for women is equally as broad as pregnancy.
Oh,
It's equally as broad as pregnancy. You get it? Does that make sense? Equally as broad. However, women is going to bring in the broad people, not just the pregnant ones. And now you're going to get more women in your demo that will come from this than you will from the pregnancy. Because the people that are coming from this video are likely pregnant, and likely pregnant. It's like, that's just the people that you're going to end up getting in your DMs. So we need to find a way to go broad without going, you know, to this specific niche, because this is the reason we're pulling these videos in. Does that make sense?
yes, 100%.
So that's the broad stuff. Is like we need to go broad, but like broad in terms of the niche. So what's this?
The biggest mistake women do about dates when they're pregnant is that they eat the wrong date at the wrong time. First,
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course. You know, that's fucking funny.
the biggest
So we just got to
mistake
take
women
out the
do about
pregnant.
dates when
Dude, your content's really good, bro. Like your content's really
they're
good.
pregnant,
Thank you,
that
thank
they eat the wrong date at the wrong time. First and second trimester, eat the soft mature date.
Yeah, so like that's the problem. It's not that your conversion content's very good, bro. Like very, very good. The problem is that the viral content is pulling in the wrong people.
If you eat ajwa dates at night, instead of cutting carbs, you can actually speed up your fat loss. Ajwa dates are lower in calorie than majul.
So like, okay, check this out. Okay. This is where like not all virality is created equal. This, in my opinion, is a better video for your business than this is.
Okay.
And the reason this is a better video for your business than this is because this is speaking to women overall as a blanket statement. And that's going to bring in like more people that are more likely to become customers than this, which is speaking to pregnant women, which subcommunicates that you are a coach for pregnant women. So this
Understood.
video, like if you get videos when you're doing your broad content, bro, the broad content videos, let's say they only get 50,000 views, but they're broad like this, in my opinion, is better than this for your business, the pregnant stuff. The only time I would post a pregnant video if I were you, Halal, is like if I had full intentions of building out like a pregnancy program, which, to be completely transparent, women probably aren't going to trust you with the pregnancy program over a woman that's actually had a fucking baby in their body. You know, they're more likely to listen to somebody like that. So yeah, I would kill the pregnancy content altogether, in my opinion. Like it just wouldn't, it's not doing anything good for your business. And if you're going to go broad, I would go broad for women.
Stop eating for the wrong goal. This is healthy and this is also healthy, but this is for weight gain. Here you have 4 whole eggs, 2 slices of toast, and half avocado. For fat loss, we have 2 whole eggs and 4 egg whites. And
your content is very, very, very good, bro. I think you solved this problem. I think you solved this problem completely by stopping talking about pregnancy. I think the problem is like eliminated when you stop talking about pregnancy.
Okay.
All right. Last thing I'll say is, how many sales calls are you booking per week right now?
It's bad. It's like 3.
3. Okay. Is that because we're not sending DMs, or is that because
No, I'm sending 100 DMs per day, and it's just the people like I can't find. Every time I do a CTA, I keep attracting people from India, Pakistan, Nigeria, and some.
Yeah. So that's another good point. Let's bring that up. When you go viral, Halal, like when you're like turbo, like your account is really good. When you go viral, you're always going to have that. Like it like the bigger you get, the more it happens. So like we just need to do a better job at sifting. So like where are most of your clients from right now?
Now, Malaysia, India, United States, and United Kingdom, and some Australia.
Okay, perfect. So when you're doing a CTA, I think it's just really so like when you're doing a CTA, it's like you're gonna get the people that. How many people do you get vote on your stories? As an example, you do a CTA.
100.
100, right? I would say out of those 100, 50 to 60 of them are going to be disqualified. So you just have to know that out of the gate, because then you won't be disappointed when you find that. So our job is just to find the qualified people. So that's just like good thinking through. That's the first thing. Second thing is, are you doing any ManyChat CTAs to get people into your inbox?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What are the many chat CTAs?
Guides, free guides for maybe a cardio routine or something like that.
Okay. In the DM script, do you ask what country they're from immediately?
No, but I ask what they do for work.
Okay. As soon as they start coming in, what do you do for work? Be like, oh, that's dope. Where are you from?
Okay.
And then immediately, boom, boom. Then we just save time, right? Because it's like, then if we're going through the DMs, then we don't have to get through the whole script before we realize that this person's fucking from a country that they're not going to be able to afford. So if they're like, what do you do for work and how active are you? Oh, that's amazing. That's dope. Whereabouts are you from? I'm from Kelowna. And then it makes it super natural. And then I'm into the conversation and then I can immediately filter, boom, boom, because then I'm not spending time with people that can't afford my stuff. Does that make sense?
100%.
So we just need to get better at filtering essentially. And like when you're viral, like you are, bro, like when you have a really good page, like it's just going to happen more often. So like, we just need to get better at filtering overall.
I just have a question. Should I stop niching down and
No.
no, okay,
No, you
okay.
should, like, the way that you're doing content right now is 50-50, right? 50% awareness, 50% conversion. The way that you're doing content right now, like that stuff in the grocery store, honestly, that's some of the best content I've seen in a while from one of my clients. So like fucking, you guys aren't following Halal, go follow Halal. Like that grocery store content, like the cuts, it's entertaining, it's high energy, you know, it felt good to watch. That
Thank
stuff's good. But I also think that having the super niche stuff is what's going to attract the right type of buyers. So I don't think you should stop niching down. I think I think your content's very good. I think this is just more of a filtering issue.
Okay, understood.
All right, bro. Let's make some money. Come back next week.
Thank you so much.
Come back next week and report with the results. I want to fucking keep helping you grow, bro. You're going to crush.
Thank you so much. I
You're welcome,
appreciate
bro.
you.
I appreciate you, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace out. Stevie, what's up?
Brian.
Hello.
So when the week is after we talked, I just told this person this call was going to be 90 minutes and she's calling me back already. All right. So I booked 3 calls. I sold 2, which is awesome. So I got like a little bit over $3,000 since last Podchats. And one of those people were a total stranger, right? So that was last time I was like, hey, haven't been able to book calls with total strangers. So that's my win.
Boom.
My continued ongoing problem is also I'm still not booking fucking calls. So I don't know what it is. Like I feel like I'm going through the motions, I'm doing all the things and like nothing is working yet. I don't know if that's just like part of this. You just have to kind of keep going until something breaks through.
Define like, when you say nothing's working, what do you mean by that specifically?
Specifically, okay, so probably since last week, I've sent over 700 messages, right? I've booked 3 calls and only like less than 20 people have even replied to my opener.
What's your opener?
Let's see here. It's just like, hi, just wanted to say hi real quick and thank you for the follow. Let's see here. I'll read it word for word. Out of curiosity, are you here more for the fitness or nutrition stuff?
Okay.
And then I added in or the live forever stuff because I do longevity, and that actually has increased my reply rate a little bit.
What is the new one?
Out of curiosity, are you here for more for the fitness, nutrition, or the how to live forever stuff? Smiley face.
So instead of, you just need to make that shorter because that sounds like a long text block. Am I right or wrong? It's like 4. That sounds like 4 lines.
Yeah, it's like 4 lines.
Yeah, so make that like 2 to 3. You need to make it just like you're like, hey, what's up? Like it's if it's like that to me is like just it feels like boom, I need you, you know?
Okay.
So I would just shorten it up. I also want to flip that argument on its head because you just made fucking $3,000 in a week, and if you do that every week, that's $12,000 a month.
It's true.
So you say it's not working, but kind of it is because kind of you just made $3,000. You know?
Yeah, true. That's true. That's true. No, you're right. You're right. I need to look at that piece of it. But it was like by last week this time, I already knew I had those calls on the books. In like the past 3 days, it's just been like nothing. But like there's going to be stretches of time like that, right? You just have to like.
Yeah, there always is going to be stretches of time like that, 100%. And I think this is just about optimizing the fucking opening message, and we just fucking tweak it until it's good. And like you just made $3,000.
Yeah.
And how are you so good with your fucking time as well?
Oh, I'm so good with time. It's insane, right? Like here we are, right on time.
You just made $3,000. Like things are fucking working for you.
Things are working for me, and I'm always on time.
Yes, exactly. Listen, I think just shorten up the opening message. I think up the opening message. I think don't overthink it. I think we should actually track like how many conversations that we're having, because you track how many messages you sent. Track how many conversations we're having with prospects every day too. Like how many people are actually actively engaging in conversations. And then let's take it from there.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks, Brian.
You got this shit. You just made $3,000.
Really quick
question. Yes, of course.
Okay, so I have this boosted post running, arguably not as good as the last one, so I might want to like stop this one and just boost the other one again. But I noticed that there's like long periods of time where it's like not running. Does Meta do that and just like send it during certain times of the day, or like am I not spending enough money on it? What's happening there?
When you say it's not running, what do you mean by that specifically?
So like when I go to the ad to like see how it's doing, there will be like certain times when I go in there and it says not running. Like it'll say it's not running. But then like later in the day I'll start getting followers from it again, so I know it's running again. Like do they turn it off and on like a faucet, or like what?
They shouldn't do that. Do you have Meta verified?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just go chat with the support rep, screenshot that, send it to a support rep, and see what they say, because that shouldn't be happening.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was weird. I finally set up a mini chat too, so that's nice. But it's like if this fucking thing's not running, then it's not doing anything for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool that the ManyChat's starting the conversation for you. That's great.
Yeah, it's really nice. So I don't have to manually send all these. So yeah, cool. That's
We
all.
love that.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, appreciate you. Bye-bye. Felix, what's going on, big dog?
Hey, so I have 3 wins for you actually. So first thing is I've had a 100% close rate for the past 7 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. So almost 2 months, 100% close rate, 100% show rate, and I'm already at 10K for the month for this month. So I'm at the point where I have to raise my prices. So I want to actually talk a little more about that.
Wow, bro. Congratulations. Look at you. That's sick as fuck.
Yeah, man, I love it.
Big moves, bro. Big moves. Also, fun fact, Felix's wifey is working at PT Domination. She actually came to the PT Domination event and she came up to me. She's like, I want to work for you. And I was like, do you have any experience? She's like, no. I was like, well, you're going to be working from fucking the bottom up. And she's like, okay, done. She grinded her fucking ass off and she earned her spot and she's crushing it now. So,
Oh yeah. You know, she's always like has asked me to role play, and we'll go back and forth too. So it just like it's constant work.
yeah, she's a beast. How can I be
Oh
of
yeah.
service?
So I wanted to ask you, so for Black Friday, you mentioned that you pitched the prices in the DMs. I didn't know if I heard that right, but like that you but for current clients, my bad.
For current clients, yes. For current
Yeah.
clients, yes.
So for current clients, I'm okay to like just do a hey, I'm running a Black Friday sale.
Yep.
You want to take advantage of that deal?
Yeah. So for current clients, we've seen a lot of success. So I'm just going to be transparent about for us what we do now. For us, what we do now, we do everything on calls. However, there was a period of time, like I'm talking the first 6 years of our business, Felix, where everything happened in the DMs. And I will also tell you, Felix, that I would say 95% of the $1 Million Mastermind does client extensions in the DMs. Because it's like the thing is, there's already established trust. They already know you, like you, and trust you. And so if you tell your clients like, yo, what's going on? We're doing, you can literally send out a message being like, hey, name, I just wanted to shoot you over a message because we're going to be launching our early Black Friday sale and we're going to be offering up to 20% off or whatever your discount is. If you're interested, just reply with 20 off and I'll get you the details. And then they'll reply 20 off. And then the next question will be like, perfect. So like, Kayla, what would you say is your like number one goal for like the next 6 months? Like, what are we hoping to achieve, working together moving forward? Well, I want to lose 20 pounds, 20 more pounds, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, dope. So like, typically speaking, to work with me for 6 months will be XYZ. Right now we're doing 25% off, which saves you $700. So for you, it would be $1,700. Are you in? Question mark. They're like, oh, that's like a little bit too expensive. Like, I don't know if I can do that. They're like, okay, is finance is the only reason you're not like jumping on this? And they're like, yeah. Like, okay, what I'm willing to do for you is like, why don't we do a split pay? So we could do 50% down now. So we could do like 950 down now, and then we could do 950 down in like, 30 to 60 days. How does that sound? Sounds good. Boom, let's do it. Is that a yes or is that a hell yes? It's a hell yes. All right, dope. I'm just gonna go grab the link. 1 sec. Send the link. Go ahead and get this taken care of for me right now. And just send me a screenshot once it's all done so I can confirm it on my end. Cool? Question mark? Cool. Boom. Sold.
Okay, cool.
Chris said, can we do this in voice notes? Absolutely. So like if I was to do this for you guys, what I would do is I would send out the fucking message as like a, hey, what's up? And then, we're doing this thing. If you're interested, reply with 25% off. And then when they reply, then that's when we would take them through that messaging sequence. This is too much game. So if you're listening to the podcast, sorry, I got to fucking pause the recording because I'm not giving away this game on the podcast. Sorry, podcast. You got to be in the 10K mastermind. That's too much game.
All right. And then I appreciate that sauce that you dropped. So the other thing is I wanted to ask, is there anything I can add to my offer to justify a higher price? Because
pause.
Yeah?
No,
No.
I'm not even gonna entertain that. You're closing at 100%, which means every person that gets on the sales call with you is like, oh, I can't believe it was that fucking cheap.
Well, here's the thing. So the reason why it's 100% is because like they would qualify through either Klarna or through payment plans. Like we'd make a way for the finance to work. Maybe they didn't sign up for the full year. Maybe they just signed up for for 4 months instead.
Mm.
But is there anything that even like I can add to my offer that would be like I can't even if it was for 4 months, I couldn't give it to you for that price anymore because now I have there's blood work that's involved or there's supplementation or maybe I add because like I've yeah, I don't know, maybe there's something else that
I
that I don't.
I want to entertain this conversation because you're my client and I want to help you, but I also just want to let you know that like you don't have to do any of that, bro. Like you don't have to do any of that. What are you thinking about increasing your prices to?
I mean, right now so I have two options, right? There's the year, which is 5,000, and then for half a year, which is I 3,000. So it's either two payments of 3 or one payment of 5.
Okay, that's great. So that's great. Why don't you just increase it to 6K for the year or 3,500 for 6 months? I'll give you if you wanted to make it even more expensive, like I'll tell you what one of my clients, Cole Taylor, does. He works with like executives and he'll do like a full blood panel, but he also will like figure out what city that you're in. And then he'll tell you the meal prep companies that are in that city, but he works with like corporate executives. So like for you, like with your avatar that you're serving, like there's not really a ton that you could add. Like if you could do blood work, but the blood work is going to be fucking expensive for you. Whereas like, again, I don't really think you need to do any of that because you're closing at 100%. Just increase your prices. Like just add $500 or $1,000 and see what happens.
Okay, sweet. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're the fucking goat, bro. You don't need to add more things. People are clearly indicating by their, buying behaviors that they're interested in working with you and they're not like, it doesn't matter how much it costs. So like increase your prices, charge what you're worth.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Thanks for being my client. Hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Thanks, you too.
Peace. Last and not least, look at who finished her fucking month off with a bang, eh? After all that stuff on Podchats, and we finished out our month with a bang. Tell me some wins, Lucy. What's up?
Hello. Yeah, we're turning shit around. When I signed my first reoccurring since upping my prices from it was $375 a month to now $450. So I got my first 6-month commitment on $450 a month. So that's a fucking win.
Love that.
My question is like, I don't like reoccurrings. I tend not every single time, but like a majority of the time when I have a reoccurring, like within half through their program, they're like, I can't afford this anymore. Like, what do I do? Or their payments are getting declined. So I just tend to pitch the PIF and then go for the reoccurring if the PIF is not working for them. But I'm trying to like work through that mindset because I need better reoccurring. Like everyone I sign on now is typically a PIF. And so my reoccurring is very low. But I'm also stressed over the fact that like most of the time people are a pain in the ass when they are on reoccurring.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I get it. So like, this is one of those things where like, I believe that every single one of you guys in the coaching program should have your recurring cover your base monthly expenses, bare minimum. Because if your recurring is not covering your base monthly expenses, that means you start every month from zero, and that's extremely fucking stressful.
Yep.
So it's one of those things, Lucy, where it's like, I don't like doing cardio. In fact, I fucking hate it. Right before I get on the treadmill to do cardio, I'm literally contemplating, what my life would be like if I wasn't so fucking, militant and, if I could just eat cookies and not fucking care about how I looked. That being said, I still do it because I know that it's good for me. I think having recurring clients is kind of like the same thing. It's like, yeah, it might not be optimal and you might have to chase people down, blah, 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 blah. However, having recurring for your business is definitely a good thing for your mental sanity. So I think it's one of those things where it's like, I don't necessarily like eating broccoli, but I do it anyways,
Yeah, so then like with Black Friday, like I know we typically only offer sales on PIFs, but I want my reoccurring to go up. Should I be offering any type of discount for the monthly?
Yes, if that was the goal. So like, I'm going to give the advice to everybody on the call. Typically speaking, I do not recommend that you discount your monthly for Black Friday, because if you do, then more people will go for the monthly and you'll just have a lesser month. And like, we would want to incentivize people to go for the paid in full with the discounts. That's basically what the incentivization is. That being said, if my goal was to build my recurring, Lucy, what I would do is like, let's say your Black Friday discount is like 20 or 30% off paid in fulls or whatever it is, then you get on the call with somebody, you walk them to the Black Friday discount. They're like, oh, I can't do it. You're like, but we also do have a discount on the monthly option as well. And typically speaking, we don't usually do this, but like if you wanted to sign up for the monthly, it would be 15% off the monthly option instead of the paid in full. So it would be, instead of XYZ per month, it would be XYZ per month.
Okay.
Yep. So it'd be like big discount, paid in full, little discount, monthly.
Okay, that's a good idea. So I'll put together an offer for that. And then my next question is boundaries with friends. I find I'm like experiencing a lot of pushback from people that I care about right now because I'm having to say no to things and because I'm having to prioritize the business, and I'm getting a lot of like people saying that it's not healthy and that all I care about is the business and like I need to live life. And it's just like there's a lot of like boundary pushing where I'm trying to like prioritize the business and get my shit together, but also have like a balanced lifestyle where it's not just all work. And my friends are having concerns about my lifestyle, and I don't know how to like, I'm trying to have these conversations with them and just say like, listen, like November is my busiest month. I need to set these boundaries, but people are feeling I don't care about them or like what have you. And I'm having people like, yeah, it's been a little bit of an issue.
Totally. So out of curiosity, the first thing I want to say is people are always going to push back on things that they don't understand. That's the first thing I'll say is like, people are always going to push back on things they don't understand. It's just a natural human instinct. Like if you're working significantly more than they would work, of course they're going to have pushback on that. They're like, what are you doing? Like, why are you posting so much fitness content? Why are you working so much? Like, it's not healthy. It's because it's not healthy for like what they deem as healthy. So that's the first thing. Second thing I try to say is like, are you happy right now, Lucy? Like, do you like working on your business? Are you happy? Like,
I love working on my business, but I'm very aware that like I don't have balance at all.
Okay. So that's good. That's the reason I asked that question. So like, if you like what you love working on your business, but you're aware that you don't have balance, then like part of the conversation, and this is actually going to go in a different direction that I was going to go. I'm going to finish my direction and then I want to have a conversation with you. The direction that I was going to go is that if you're genuinely happy with the amount that you're working and how much time you're putting into the business and like what you're currently doing, and you are absolutely stoked on that, for me, when I have friends that like push back, what's up, Percy? Good to see you on the call, bro. When I have friends that push back and are like, yo, like you're working so much, like if I'm genuinely happy, I'll just call them. And I'll be like, yo, I'm just letting you know, like I know that I'm working a lot, but I'm fucking stoked on life right now. Like I'm stoked. My business is crushing. It's in momentum. Everything's going well. This is literally exactly what I want to be doing. And I'm so fucking happy with it. Like I'm pumped as fuck. And like, I love you. I love you so much. And like November is going to be my busiest month. And as soon as November's done, like let's go out for a drink to celebrate. Let's fucking do whatever, you know? Let's go do some funny things that we do as friends together. But like November's grind season for me, and I'm all in and I'm fucking pumped about it. I just want to communicate that. Like that's how I would handle it if I'm genuinely happy about how I'm doing and I care about the person on the other end that's like voicing their concern. That being said, if a friend is voicing a concern to me and then you're doing a reflection, you're like, I'm aware that I'm out of balance and I want to work on it, then like I receive the feedback. I'm like, I receive your feedback. I totally get it. And I want to make some time for you. What are you doing tomorrow night? Can we hang out? You know? So like that's where that like in terms of like, I'm never going to tell you guys to do something that you don't want to do. So if you're like, I'm working way too much, I'm not going to be the business coach. It's like, you need to work fucking 14 hours a day. Because if you're genuinely not 100% stoked on doing that, it doesn't make sense to do that. Like this business is designed to give you a life that you want. And like, yes, of course, there's going to be a grinding stage. There's going to be a stage where like, if you want to get to the next level, you are going to have to put in the work. But also you're doing really well for yourself right now, Lucy. Like you just turned your business around. You just turned momentum around. It's not like you're like fighting to survive. You just paid down your credit card debt like fucking crazy, you know? So like you can balance yourself out a little bit. And if you think that's going to make you more happy and give you more balance, then fucking do it. Receive their feedback.
I think I find myself like resenting people now. Like I want to hang out with them, but then I'm finding like I'm resenting the time because it just feels like it's wasted and that I should be working on the business, and I'm having a hard time not feeling like I'm constantly behind, especially with Black Friday. Like I have a lot that I need to do to get prepared and make this month go well. But I guess I just feel like I'm constantly treading water and that I don't have time to have a social life. And like I have been making time to see people, but then I'm just like, I'm not present. I'm frustrated. I don't want to be there. I feel like it's a distraction and I'm just not enjoying life outside of the business.
That's work. That's not a bad thing. That to me is an indication that you have some work to do. And I know that I can speak to that experience myself because I can get like that as well. Where I'm like literally hanging out with Kirst, going for a walk with my baby, and I'm fucking thinking about the fact that I need to do XYZ for the business. And like, that's the work. And then I have to like, be like, hey, I have to like check myself and say like, let's be present right now. Let's be present right now. And that's the thing about, here's the funny thing about entrepreneurship that most people don't talk about. When you get into entrepreneurship, you get it so that you can live a life of freedom. And then once you're in entrepreneurship, you just want to work on the business 24/7 nonstop. So you're like, I literally quit my 9 to 5 so I could have this life of freedom. And then all I want to do is work on the business. But it's also like, this is why it's so important. I want everyone to write this in the chat: vision. This is why it's so important to know what you want. You need to know what you want. Like, if you know you want to have a good social life, you want to have time with your friends, you want to have time with family, you want to have time with people you give a fuck about, like, it's really important to spend as much effort and energy on those things as it is your business. You know, and also, like, here's another like good and bad thing. The good and the bad thing. The good thing is that this business has unlimited growth potential. Like, I have clients in the Millionaire Mastermind that are making $500,000 a month. The bad thing is that because you know that, it's like you almost feel like you're never doing enough. And like, that's also the thing about being a winner. Like Lucy, you're a winner. Like, winners will work as hard as possible and always feel like they're not doing enough. And at some point, you just need to be like, all right, you know, I did a good job last month. I'm a bad bitch. It's okay for me to take a fucking night off and just relax, you know? But like, then you have to practice detaching. Like, fucking turn your phone on, do not disturb, practice detaching. Leave your phone somewhere where you can't fucking get sucked in. Because as soon as you open up your phone and you fucking see a message from your client being like, I need a program update. And then you're like, fuck. And then you're like, I can't be here. I got to go fucking update my client's program. Just need to practice detaching. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about detachment. The funny thing about detachment is usually when, this is what I found to be true. Usually my business is stressing me out and I'm like, oh, I need to do more work on the business in order to progress it forward. But then I get to a point of like diminishing returns where I'm doing so much work that nothing's actually working. I just detach and I'm like, I need to go golfing for like fucking 5 hours with my boys. And I'll just leave my phone at home and I won't look at it. And I'll come back and I'm like, oh, we just made a bunch of money and fucking content's popping off. Usually detaching leads to good things, you know? So like, you just need to detach. Need to detach. Practice detaching.
We'll certainly try to stop.
That's where the work is, Luce. That's where the work is.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Anything else I can do for you?
I know my content's fucking struggling, but I think I just need to do better. Like, I don't find my content isn't bringing in new leads. It's not bringing in new followers. Like, it's not growing. It's been stagnant for the last year at least. Like, most of the people that come into my that follow me are either other coaches in this program or someone that I meet in person that has no relevance to my business. So I find like my content is not attracting clients. So I'm not sure what I need to start doing there to start turning things around to like really start growing, because I just feel really stuck right now with content.
I'll give you a piece of advice, but you have to do it if I give it to you.
Yeah.
Boost a post $10 a day by the next time we speak. Don't think about it. Just do it. It's easy. You can get off this call. There's a call in the portal. I recorded. It's 25 minutes long. It's fucking easy as fuck. You can do it literally in the next 30 minutes if you did it. You just have to turn your brain off. And whatever your brain's telling you to do, don't listen. Don't listen. Just do it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you next week when it works. Bye-bye. She's like, fuck. I shouldn't have said that. All right, guys. Well, it's great to see some new faces here. Halal. Glad you came up for your first time on Podchats. It's great. Percy Keith, welcome to the 10K Mastermind. Percy, unmute yourself. Tell a little bit about your success story so far in the CLA. How long have you been with us?
Yeah,
what's up, big dog?
yeah.
How's it
I'm
been
cool,
so far?
man. Man, it's been crazy, man. I've been here for this gonna be my 3rd month. Everything going so fast to where I'm trying to adapt. Like, I was skeptical at first because I ain't, saying how much you can make a month. I was like, man, that sounds scammy as hell. But, I got into it, man. It's been crazy, man. Like, I'm having weeks to where I got 60 calls booked, signing 12 clients a week. It was a slow week for me, and I still got 12 weeks. I got 12 calls booked. So I'm just going through the modules. I see something that needs to be done. I do it immediately, get that done. I go to the next module, do that. Only issue I'm having with now is with this changing so fast, what I was doing previously is starting to overlap now. Things that I needed to do, like in-person coaching and landscaping. I stopped landscaping a month ago. I did that for 3 years. Since I got with y'all, I was able to get that up. Now my in-person clients are starting to eat up a lot of my time, and I'm starting to see what I could be doing with that time with the amount of calls I have booked. That 1 hour call the 1 hour in-person session, that's a possibility of 3 sales calls.
Yep.
You know, so and I don't want to tell my clients or my in-person clients that we have to stop because I'm making more money now because I needed them previously.
Yep.
You know, I just don't. I feel, you know, I wouldn't feel all the way real. You know, like I feel like I'd be displaying a character flaw if I
Nice.
give up on a trainer. You know.
Yeah, I hear you. So like I have an alternative perspective because the alternative perspective to that is what happens when those clients' sessions expire.
They gonna leave.
They're gonna leave. But
Yeah.
like, have you taught them nutrition and training habits for the rest of their life?
No, I'm trying. You know how in-person clients is, man. They do the workouts. They hear that nutrition. They go one in and out the other.
So like, do you think they'll be able to lose the weight and keep it off for the rest of their life if they just do in-person coaching?
No.
Oh, so I think you're actually doing them a better service by offering them online.
Okay.
So like that's the way that I think about it, right? Because when an in-person coach is great to get you started. So like first things first is like this is like growth, you know? Every time, guys, this is the thing. Every time you grow into a next level, there's going to be a part of you that you have to leave behind.
Right.
It has to happen. And like one of my favorite quotes from Eric Thomas is like, at any point you have to sacrifice who you were for who you are becoming. That being said, I think you can still do that with integrity, right? And the way that I would do it with integrity, and this is just me speaking on my experience. If I had your situation, you have the potential to have a $20,000 to $30,000 a month business in the next 30 to 60 days, Percy. I want you to fucking know that based on the growth trajectory that you have, you know. And I don't say that lightly. And obviously, I don't like to blow smoke up anyone's asses, but I'm telling you guys, if you fucking go all in, like it's gonna happen a lot faster for you. So that in mind, if I know that like I have that growth potential and that's where I could go, like I would just have an honest conversation with my clients the next time I fucking met with them and be like, yo, just letting you know, like, you know, I'm chasing this new thing. I'm extremely passionate about it. I absolutely love it. And I think you do amazing in it. And the reason I wanted to bring it up to you is because what happens when your sessions expire? You know, you're working with me and I'm kicking your ass, but like at the end of the sessions, what happens if your sessions expire? My goal is that you lose the weight, keep it off for the rest of your life. And so I'm going to be transitioning everything I'm doing to online. And since you've already developed the foundations with me in person, I'd love to give you the opportunity to do this with me online. Now you've already paid for sessions. Like, did they pay in full for the sessions, or are they doing like a monthly?
Monthly. All my sales be monthly. Every sale I've made since I've been with the program been reoccurring. I haven't sold not one PIF yet.
So all the clients that are paying you for in person are paying monthly.
Yeah, them too.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it would be such an easy conversation for you to be like, now listen, we got the rest of the month because obviously I want you to finish off the month strong. But like starting December 1st, I'm going to go all online and I want you to come with me because I believe in you. And right now you're paying, you know, $700, whatever it is for the in-person sessions. I'll actually give you a crazy deal. It'll be $350. I'll do your training plan, your nutrition plan, also check in with you on a weekly basis so that you come into January 1st feeling and looking your best. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds like that's what it's gonna be because I done already gave them like a pre-heads up, letting them know what I had going on and telling them like, look, the way this growing, I'm trying my best to keep this going with y'all, but it's getting to a point to where I'd be very foolish. It wouldn't be fair to my family. It would depend on me to limit my growth to this point, you know?
Agree, bro. Bro. There's a new level calling you. You got to answer the call.
That's a bet, man.
Let's go, bro. Good to see you, my man. I'm proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. All right, you guys, that's it. That's all. Kayla, next time we're on Podchats, I want you to raise your hand. I want to hear about your business. All right.
I will.
Okay. I know you're soaking it all in, so I'm not going to put you on right away. Yeah, I'm not going to put you on right away. So I talked to Luke about your goals. So next time you're on Podchats, you got to raise your hand. If not, I'll call you up.
All right, will do.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being my clients. Just a reminder of the Boom Challenge. If you guys like winning money and you want to win a Boom trophy, be the Boom King or the Boom Queen of the fucking PT nomination, just post your financial wins in the group, #Boom, let us know, and celebrate your team members, all right? Peace, love, and protein. Have the best day of your entire life. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram @TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.